So what have been some of the biggest challenges? Yeah, I think there's all kinds of stuff that comes to mind. One of the biggest things is obviously if you ever have any issues with an animal, that's always super challenging, super tough emotionally because you're in charge of this animal, you're wanting it to thrive, and sometimes there's issues that pop up. I had my purple snow female that was pushing for a long time, and that's not fun. I had my hypo male that I got in from Bob, and he didn't want to eat at first, and so I had to force feed him for a while. There's things like that pop up with your animals. I think that's the first thing that comes to mind for me. Another thing that's challenging is just being patient, playing the weight game. You're cleaning every week, and it can become a little monotonous, kind of the roller coaster of wanting your females to get up to size. People have different opinions and different ideas about what's the right way to do things versus the wrong way. There's people that have been in the space for 30, 40 years. There's other people that have been in the space like myself for 3.5 years. I really try to stay positive and have uplifting conversations with people. Overall, just say navigating relationships and relationships you don't want to have and relationships you do want to have. I know I already brought up kind of being patient, but just second guessing yourself. I think everybody kind of goes through that where you're really stoked about a certain project or a direction that you're going with things. I think it's very easy to get deterred or to get the shiny object syndrome because there's always kind of new stuff coming out. So that can be challenging to kind of recenter and refocus on yourself and what you have and where you're trying to go. So yeah, not getting that shiny object syndrome is something that I think has been challenging for myself, but I've also seen other breeders really, really struggle with as well. Another piece to the puzzle is being consistent and getting your name out there and being active in the communities and active on social media and posting content, posting your animals. That's something you just sign up for. If I feel like if you're wanting to really be successful, but at the same time, it also is time consuming. However you decide to market yourself is super, super important. This isn't, the 1980s where you see magazine articles or a newspaper clipping and you send a check and you get an animal. That's just not how things work anymore. We live in a very digital age, and so having a digital footprint is just so important. What else is challenging? I would also say space. As your collection grows and as you prepare to breed or are breeding and have hatchlings and grow out enclosures and stuff like that, space can become a real issue.